Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking to you about the fragrances that I feel addicted to. And I know that addiction is a word that shouldn't be used freely, and it should be used with caution, right? But every single time that I have these fragrances on me, I just keep sniffing my arm if I have put it on my arm, or my clothes if I have put it on my clothes. So these are addictive fragrances. There's something in these fragrances. And mind you that all these fragrances are different. They have different price point, different brands. They have different notes in them. There's no fragrance that is like another. They are and one even not even a fragrance in a classic understanding of this word. So I can't really crack the code. Please help me. So I'm gonna start random, completely random. I'm gonna start with the one that is not a perfume actually. It's a perfume oil, and this is Malin and Goetz, and this is dark rum. And I have got this one in the advent calendar from Cult Beauty, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of perfume oils because I'm not about the perfume oiling myself. I don't like it. But every single time, and now it happens again, every single time I start sniffing it, it's, oh my gosh, it's such an addictive one. And you know what, I'm not a boozy fragrance person. In fact, I was curious, so I made a research, and throughout my fragrances that I have maybe a handful with the boozy note. So I'm not about boozy fragrances. Although there are some boozy fragrances that I quite like, but I just don't have them. Anyway, this one is such an addictive fragrance. Maybe because partly it reminds me of Christmas, and it reminds me of Christmas in Finland, so it reminds me of spices, apples, cider, um, the mulled wine, all of this thing, cinnamon, sugar, all of this stuff, and of course some boozy fragrance. And oh my gosh, it's such a sweet, boozy, very boozy. It's very boozy, and it enters my nostrils, and it stays there, and it's just such a great smell. It's such a great smell, and I don't really use it that much. When I'm going out, I prefer sniffing it and wearing it at home. So it's just for me. Next one, and by the way, I have never tested the fragrance that is in a proper fragrance form, so I don't even know how they compare, if they are similar. If you know, please let me know, because I have no idea. The next fragrance is a fragrance that is super cheapy. It's a super cheapy fragrance, and unfortunately it has been discontinued. But I have to say, this is a very gourmand fragrance. This is a very chocolatey fragrance. This is the fragrance that I've told you it was super cheapy. I remember I have paid 4.99 euros for this fragrance. And this is the fragrance by Bottega Verde, which is an Italian brand. And it's called Coccoloso. I believe it's discontinued because I can't find it on the website, on the official website of the brand. Nevertheless, it has, oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful scent. And mind you, should you repackage it and make it a bit more beautiful, the packaging, and some kind of story behind the advertisement, and all this kind of marketing tips and tricks that you can put into the fragrance, and especially if a niche brand would launch this fragrance under its umbrella, I kid you not, this fragrance would retail for 200 euros, like easily. So this is the fragrance that is the most realistic chocolate cookie with coconut. It's just such a beautiful fragrance. It's amazing. It has chocolate, it has all kinds of nuts in there, it has this beautiful coconutty sweetness and this a bit of like tonic feeling. So it's just an amazing gourmand, super gourmand. And if you think that it would be similar to Montale Chocolate Greedy, it's not. Chocolate Greedy by Montal for me is way worse. This is way way better, even though the price points are you can't compare them. But this one is an addictive one, and and this one as well, I don't really use it outside because I don't have much left, but not because of that, but because I like to keep it for myself. I like to sniff it myself in the comfort of my own house. So it's just a good smell. It's just an amazing, fantastic smell. The next one, there's something to this fragrance, and well, I like this one, and people like this one. I wear this one a lot, but it's just very addictive to me because every single time I wear it, maybe I'm addicted not as much to the fragrance, but to the fragrance, to how this fragrance makes me feel, how this fragrance makes, it brings compliments from everyone, basically. So it's a Babycat. It's a Babycat by Saint Laurent, and it's their like higher priced line. It's a niche line of Yves Saint Laurent, and so this one is such a warm vanilla scent, beautiful vanilla. It's a beautiful, it has some suede in it, so it's such a nice vanilla. It's very sensual, it's very warm, and surprisingly you would say that, well, it's vanilla, it's sweet, it's potent, it's probably winter, but oh my gosh, it smells amazing in summer, like scorching hot summer weather. Don't think that in summer weather it's gonna be more suffocating. I don't find it suffocating in summer. Well, I don't find it more suffocating in summer than it is in winter, because it's quite a strong and potent and quite difficult if you overspray. But really, summer or spring or winter, it doesn't really matter in terms of the potency and projection of this fragrance. So anyway, well, it has in here it says that it's vanilla and also the accord of this suede leather. It's an addictive one, and I'm very difficult with dame and with leather, with this suede. It's a difficult note for me. I usually don't like to smell like a leather bag or a leather jacket or suede gloves, for instance. But this one is just otherworldly. It's such a good fragrance, and every single time I have it on, I just keep sniffing myself because I just can't help it. I can't help it. Another one, and it's addictive for me for all the different reasons. It doesn't have the notes of rum. It doesn't have the notes of chocolate, nor the notes of vanilla. It's completely different scent profile. This is citrus. This is the citrus that it's not my first bottle, and I hope that it's not gonna be the last, because this fragrance has been discontinued. It is still on the market. You can still find it, but they just don't produce it anymore. At least it's absent on the official website. And the citruses here, and the greenness and the lightness of this fragrance, the airness, it's addictive. It's like you inhale. Just try picture that. Try picture that you are in summer. There's summer very hot summer, but it's morning, it's still a morning of a summer, and you are somewhere in the middle of the field, green field. You have your bare feet, and you are on a picnic in the morning, because why not? And you have a basket with some very zesty, very ripe, very beautiful citruses and fruits, and this is what you keep smelling, because you keep rubbing those citruses and you keep squeezing them, and then they release these essential oils, and then you smell them, you smell your fingers, and they smell divine. And this is how it smells. It smells like green and fresh and citrusy, and for me this is an addictive scent. It's just, as I've told you, it's completely different profile. I mean, that's why I'm a bit mesmerized by whole this story, because there's no kind of, there's no note that actually brings these fragrances together. But for me, these fragrances are so different, but they're so addictive, and I don't know why. So next one, this is the fragrance that I just keep telling you about, and I keep telling you how much I love it and how much I don't advise you buying this fragrance full price. I don't advise you well, I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy it, I'm just saying that you shouldn't buy it full price, because the full price, in my opinion, for the longevity it has on me, and I'm talking about myself obviously, is just the longevity isn't worth it. So this is Atelier Cologne, and this is Vetiver Fatale, and this is a very dry vetiver fragrance, and in some instances I actually can feel tobacco inside, and this kind of tobacco that you're not smoking it, so it's not a cigarette tobacco, it's a tobacco leaves, and this is a very dry, very aromatic, dry, a little bit masculine on the masculine side, but it's just such an addictive one. And I for the life of me, I don't know what they have put here, but this is like an aphrodisiac for me, I'm telling you. It's just, oh my gosh, I just keep sniffing and sniffing it, because it's so good. It is so good, and it is very unisex, I want to say, and it's grassy, but not the green grassy like this one. It's just grassy and herbaceous and dry. It's like a dry shipper, but like without this typical shipper notes, and it is just such a beautiful one, and as you can see, I didn't use a lot of it, just because I see no point of wearing it and exiting the house, because it just vanishes on me just like that in a matter of well, not couple of minutes, well, 10-20 minutes, and it's gone. So I'm just wearing it like a spray or two sprays in my house, because yeah, I'm wearing it like that, because the staying power is not good. So the next one is this one, and this is the fragrance that I bought this year, even though it has come out last year. And actually now, in a matter of couple of weeks, more or less, a flanker of this fragrance is coming out, and I'm very interested to smell it. So this is Dolce & Gabbana, and this is Devotion, and oh my gosh, this is an addiction to me. This is vanilla, and this is vanilla with this kind of lemon, sugared lemon. It has a little bit of rum in it, well, not rum in it, obviously. It's like a very luscious, very beautiful, very tasty and expensive dessert. And this is addictive. This is an addictive fragrance. And every single time I wear this fragrance, people give me compliments on how nice I smell. So people like it, and I like it, and such a good one. I'm really looking forward to the flanker, because I'm really hoping that's going to be better than this one, or at least like the same level of greatness. So yeah, these are the fragrances that I wanted to talk to you about. And I've told you, there's the only common thing that kind of brings these fragrances together is how addictive they are for my nose. And I can't say why is that. I can't say. Do I love these fragrances more than the other one? Absolutely not. But maybe it's a composition of, it's just like how the notes are blended, or maybe something, when I feel these fragrances, when I smell these fragrances, maybe something is triggered in my head and I have some memory, distant memory, that I don't remember. And but I don't remember, but my brain remembers, it's stored somewhere, and it triggers this memory that I have no memory of. I hope that you understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, I have no idea why these fragrances have this effect on me, but they do. They do have such an effect, like this grass. How do you call this grass? The catnip. The grass that when the cats eat the grass, they go like a bit bananas. So these are the fragrances for me that have similar effect on me. So let me know, what are the fragrances that you love, that you are obsessed with, that you are addicted to, and that you, even if you don't wear them often or regularly, or even if you don't wear them out, but they have similar effect on you, please let me know. I'm so interested. And I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you a beautiful Sunday, and I will see you on Wednesday. Goodbye.